video. Today is going to be about eyeshadow bases and eyeshadow primers. A couple of people have asked me to distinguish between these two because they really do not understand and they're trying to navigate with the products they have in their makeup box. So today I'll be showing you the different primers and bases and what they're used for. So basically, primers are like something, okay, for instance, you have your eyeshadow primer. The reason why you use your eyeshadow primer is because you're trying to create a barrier between the oils producing from your body and the makeup products you're using on your skin. So you use your eyeshadow primer because you're trying to prevent the oil being secreted on your eyelids from interacting with your eyeshadow, and in this way it helps the product stay put and probably stay 24 hours or more. So today I'll be showing you the different kind of primers that we have, and shout out to my teeny weeny hair featuring on this channel today. I'll be showing you the different primers that we have and their different uses. So first off, I'm going to be showing you this eyebrow primer. It's the NYX Profit Waterproof Eyebrow Primer, and this is very good for your eyebrows. On this video I used it to prime my eyebrow. It's going to make it last long and just make it very effective. It's going to absorb the oil and help it not to produce so much oil so that it just stays put and doesn't clean away easily. It's pretty good and affordable too. It's below $10, or I think it's below $8 to $7, and it's pretty good. If you're a makeup artist or you're starting out as a makeup enthusiast, I would advise you to get the NYX Profit Waterproof Eyebrow Primer. Another product that I'll be getting in today is the Eyeshadow Base. It's the NYX Waterproof Eyeshadow Base Primer, and it's called Profit. It's very good for your eyeshadow base. I just recently started using it on a couple of my eyeshadow videos, and you will see that they're just different. I usually have like watery eyes, and those effects have been reduced considerably since I started using the Profit, so it's a go for me. Another eyeshadow primer that I'll be showing you today is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This has been in use for so long. It's been used by literally everyone in the makeup industry. This eyebrow primer potion was usually used as an eyebrow base, and I'll show you what it looks like. It has like a beige color, but once you blend it out, it's all going to like go into a translucent shade. This is pretty effective. What you just need to do is use your thumb or one of your fingers to just rub on it, and as you can see, it's gone. You just keep rubbing on it, and it goes into a translucent state. Eyebrow primer, when you have this eyeshadow primer on, you want to close your eyes like shut, like literally close your eyes shut, so that everywhere is primed. And if you're someone like me that's like a creasing eye base or a small eye, if you keep opening your eye while you're doing this, it's going to have a crease effect, and the reason why you primed your eyeshadow is gone. A couple of years ago, before we had a lot of different eyeshadow base, a lot of people usually used the eyeshadow primer as a primer. In the few recent 2-3 years ago, we started having a couple of eyeshadow base. MAC had a couple of ones, but I don't have that. I'm out of that presently. I'll show you some other eyeshadow base that also could be used as primers. The first one I'll be showing you today is this goodie that I got from P. Louise. It's like it's actually tagged the blank canvas for all makeup artists, but if you're a makeup artist, if you're not, you could also still use this product. This is the P. Louise Rumor in the shade 0. It's whitish, and this is in the shade Rumor 04. I have these two bases because I wanted a white base in the Rumor 0 so that all my eyeshadow can pop. For instance, on this look I have the Rumor 0 on this look as an eyeshadow base because I wanted it to have a popping effect. Then usually when I am doing like other looks that I don't necessarily need the color to pop, or maybe I want to create like a nude look like the picture I'm showing you here, I would use this base as a base. And you could also use this to prime your eyes, but it doesn't really serve as a primer. A lot of people would call this an eyeshadow primer, but the truth is it is not an eyeshadow primer, it's an eyeshadow base. And the difference in an eyeshadow base and an eyeshadow primer is the eyeshadow primer primes the face in preparation for the base. it blocks the oils from interacting with the eyeshadow product. But the eyeshadow base sets as a blank canvas. So this P. Louise base is actually called a blank canvas, and it's pretty effective because it makes the products glide easily on, and it just makes your outcome be more better and perfect. One thing I'll say about this is when I was purchasing this, I got this in the UK, and now it's more easier because you don't have to pay international shipping fees. It's in most Morphe stores, or probably all Morphe stores, or probably on their website. So if you are a Morphe shopper, you can get your P. Louise eyeshadow base from the Morphe store, and it's going to save you on a lot of shipping fees. One thing I would like to review today again is this LA Pro Girl Concealer. A lot of people, a lot of makeup artists, a lot of beauty enthusiasts use this. I've always used this and will still use this. This is one of the bases that opened up the makeup industry with eyeshadow bases. This has always been tried and tested, and no matter what, you can always fall back on this because it does the job. This concealer you're looking at does the job. So it's a 2-in-1 concealer. It can serve as the concealer to highlight, to clean up your brows, and it can also serve as your eyeshadow base. If you want to do a natural base, this is LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shade Fawn. It's pretty close to my skin tone, but if I want to do like a colorful popping color, I would use a light eyeshadow base. And this in the LA Girl is the Pure Beige from LA Girl Pro Concealer, and it's pretty white for my skin tone. If you can see, I just swatched this over here. Can you see it's pretty light? It's like a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone. And if I use it to prep my face, if I use this to prep my eyeshadow base, it's going to stay and it's going to make the colors pop. But comparing it to Rumor in the shade 0, I'm just going to swipe it here. You would see that Rumor is pretty white, so you can compare. The white base is going to give you more definition. Another thing I will be showing you today is the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil, and what I did was I just sharpened it and scooted out the product into this tiny cute container. It's almost the same thing with the P. Louise eyeshadow base, but it's totally different. So I'm just going to use the tip of my eyeshadow brush and I'm going to squirt it over here. As you can see, it's pretty white, almost whiter. As you can see, it's pretty white and it's almost whiter than the P. Louise base, but the difference is this is more tacky. When I tried to use it as an eyeshadow base, it was pretty tacky. Comparing the P. Louise and the NYX eyeshadow, I'll prefer the P. Louise eyeshadow base because the P. Louise eyeshadow base is more moisturizing and it catches on product. But the difference is the NYX Jumbo Milk Pencil catches on product, but it doesn't let it glide so well, and it sort of just absorbs the product. So right now on my eyelids, I'm using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade Rumor 0, and this is exactly the way the eyeshadow looks. But when I used the NYX, I noticed that the NYX was just absorbing the color. I wasn't getting the intensity that I wanted. So in as much as the NYX Jumbo Pencil is good, if you want a better option, I would advise you go for the P. Louise eyeshadow base. Another product I'll be showing you again today is this awesome beauty by Juvia's Place. You always see me use this. I would always use this to clean up my eyebrow, and I can also use this as a foundation for my eyeshadow. You can use the very light shades for your eyeshadow base, or you can use the ones that you use to highlight your brows. Like you can see here, I used it to highlight my brows, and my brows are like perping. They look absolutely fantastic. I also use it to highlight my face. This is my favorite. If you've watched my couple of 2, 3, 4 videos that I did, I've always used this as my highlighting concealer. I also use it to prep my eyes when I'm doing a nude makeup look, or I use a lighter shade if I want to get more color pigmentation out of the base. It's a concealer, but it can also be used as an eyeshadow base when you're using the lightest shade. Another goodie I'm bringing to my channel from the P. Louise canvas is a Mitchell collaboration with P. Louise, and this blank canvas is everything. Like literally, it saves the world. It's amazing. It's thick, it's moisturizing, it's pigmented, and it dries quickly. So in 1 minute, the difference between this and the P. Louise base is the Mitchell collaboration blank canvas will dry up in 1 minute and you have your base, but the P. Louise base shade in Rumor is moisturizing and takes a long time to dry up. That's the only issue I have. But this gives like an awesome color pigmentation. I'm just going to swatch it on my wrist, and if you compare it to the other things I have, you would see that the next primer I'll be bringing is the NYX Eyeshadow Pigment Primer, and this is super perfect for priming your eyeshadow. After you've done your base, you put this NYX Pigment Primer on your eyeshadow base and apply your pigment. It just allows it to like just pop and looks amazing. So that's my review on all the eyeshadow bases I have, and if you have more product that you want me to review, kindly drop a comment in the comment section. It comes to the end of my eyeshadow primer bases. If you like me to review more eyeshadow pigments or bases, kindly drop your comments in the comment section. Like this video, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all my social media platforms.